now hearing that both the pilot and the weapons officer are now off of Libyan soil and in the safe hands of the U.S. military. What happened was, I'm told, is that there was some sort of mechanical failure as this plane was conducting a strike mission on some of Muammar Gaddafi's air defense systems. There was some sort of mechanical failure, although they haven't been able to determine exactly what yet. But both pilots then ejected from the plane. A defense official told me that both of their chutes were in good working order. They worked, but the two landed in different areas. The first one, the pilot, was actually picked up by a U.S. Osprey. It's sort of a vertical takeoff and landing vehicle that sort of combines an airplane and a helicopter. That came in, picked up the pilot. The weapons officer, the second service member, he was actually recovered by some of the rebels. And a defense official told me the rebels took very good care of him until they were able to work out a way in which the U.S. military could come in and pick him up. But again, both now off Libyan soil in the hands of the U.S. military.
So that simply is amazing how that went down. I mean, it could have ended very badly and very differently, and thank goodness it did not. Does it speak to some of the coordination between the rebels and the United States? I mean, because some of the public statements have been that, you know, and the UN resolution and others have said we're not supporting the rebels, we're preventing the slaughter of civilians.
Yeah, the U.S. military just yesterday was very outspoken in saying, look, we're not providing close air support for the rebels. Our mission is not to, support this opposition movement. We're just there to protect civilians. In fact, the U.S. military officials here in the Pentagon yesterday were saying we haven't really even been in contact with the rebels or this opposition group. Now, we know the State Department on its end has reached out to some of the opposition and some of the rebel groups and had some negotiation. But again, this does speak to the fact of what I think you mentioned just a couple minutes ago, just in a lot of ways, very good luck to safely eject and land where they did.
Good information, and of course, we're still trying to figure out, as Christine was talking to Spider Marks about this, how it is. You said there was an Osprey that went down to get them. What presence this is that goes in to get these troops if we don't have troops on the ground. So the implication, Chris, to be clear, is that it was an airborne vehicle that went in to get them, which works against the idea that there are any U.S. special ops on the ground.
Right. This is an Osprey. This is sort of it can take off vertically.
Right.
So it's sort of like an airplane, but it's like a helicopter.
And then it can shoot off like a plane, yeah.
Exactly.
Do we know where that was based?
We don't know which ship it came from, but there are a number of U.S. ships sitting right off the coast in the Mediterranean there. All right.